What's the deal, everybody? This is Isaac with Diamonds and Wood Customs. Finna hit y'all again with another video. If you've been following me for a while, you've seen that I've posted a few videos already on the how to do a top lid neon sign. And I got a lot of feedback on those videos, and people were asking me to do one on a bottom lid. So I figured I'd go ahead and make one right now, give y'all a little few tips of the trade, give y'all my ideas and my way of doing the bottom lids. I know some other people might do them differently, but this is, how I do mines. So a bottom lid consists of a top piece that goes over a sub box. This is how 80% of my bottom lids are consisted of. You got your sub box on the bottom, and then you got a cover that's over up the top. I usually get with the customer and ask them how they want their subs showing, if they want them facing up, if they want them, coming at an angle. Some of them want them facing forward. Some customers don't want their subs showing, so you got to make a whole lid. So you kind of got to get with your customers, see if they have any pictures for reference and stuff like that, and then you'll know to get a better idea of what you got to do. Whenever I make my bottom lids, I do use different size woods. The different size of woods gives you different shapes and gives you different contours. So it's like I have the main piece right here is a 1/2 inch, and then I got some 1/2 inch pieces on the sides. I got some 1/4 inch pieces. I got 1/8 inch pieces for my side walls. So, you can use different size of thickness of wood to get you different contrasts and different stuff like that. So basically, the first thing you're going to do is, you got to build your sub box. The height of the sub box comes into play when you're doing a top lid, because whenever it closes, if you build it too high, your subs are going to hit on your top lid sign, or your trunk ain't going to close all the way. So you kind of got to take that into consideration when you're building, a top lid and a sub box and doing a full custom trunk. Once I get the sub box design, then I know my basic format. This piece at first was all one solid piece. There was no designs, there was no anything. And then once you get all your solid pieces, then you start cutting out your designs, what you wanted to show. You can run it by, the customer. Hey, we got enough room to write something here. We got enough room to do some designs over there. You kind of want to fill up all the areas so you get a good, you get some good designs in there, and it makes it look, really custom. Now, this customer right here, we went with 210 Kicker Solo X's, and he got 2 amps that he wanted the amp showing the internal components. So we went ahead and incorporated that in there. Got 2 windows. I went ahead and lit them up so the amps light up. And then, once we got the 2 main things that he wanted to be shown, then I went ahead and knew where I could put my designs and stuff. Right here is going to be my Diamonds and Wood logo in the middle. Kind of made a diamond shape around, played with it a little bit this time. All my side walls are evened up right here, right with the edge of the trunk. It takes a lot of sanding and a lot of body filler and fiberglass and stuff that goes into doing these lids. All my designs, I freestyle all my designs off the head every time. I don't have templates. I don't use templates. I don't use CNC. All of this is just straight freehand cut and routed. Every single one of my designs on all my projects. So this is really all just, designed off the dome, off the head, and, just straight by hand. You also got to take into consideration when you're doing pop trunk pumps. You got to open up the opening right here enough for your pumps to move up and down. So there's a few things that you gotta you know, come into play whenever you're trying to design the bottom lid. A lot of people were asking me to do a video on them after I did the top lid neon sign video. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all ride with me on this one so y'all can see how I wrap you know, the bottom lids. And I gave y'all a little, you know, a little in-depth of how I design and how I do my bottom lids. So y'all stick with me, and I'm gonna bring y'all over there to my wrapping table where y'all can see how I wrap the bottom lids. Give y'all a little up close view of how all the body filler is. You know, you gotta keep it real smooth, just like your top lids, just like the top lid sign. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep it real smooth, give everything a nice transition. You don't want to have no humps and little indentions and scratches and stuff like that, and none of your body filler, man. You want it all smooth, make it look clean. So this is a Buick Regal that I'm doing. It's all burgundy interior, so we're gonna do the burgundy wrap on the whole thing. We're not doing the top lid, we're just doing the bottom lid cover. I'll be doing these. I don't know if we're gonna do them in white or we're gonna do them in burgundy yet, but you know, these will be these are the little inserts right here. Putting my Diamonds and Wood logo lit up. The amps are lighting up, so that's all we're gonna be doing right here. It's gonna look nice and clean. I appreciate everybody watching.